Look, we put a perimeter of armed protection around our banks. We do it around our airports. We do it around our sporting events, and we do it around concerts. Politicians and celebrities and rock stars lavish themselves with armed bodyguards, and nobody says a word. So why do we deny the same level of protection for our children in our schools? I know I'm going to get vilified for even bringing it up, but you know what? I don't care. I, like you, am fed up that we as a nation seem willing to tolerate some number of students slaughtered each year as the price we gotta pay for the academic ruling class failure called gun-free zones. A gun-free zone for students is nothing but a risk-free zone for crazed killers. The fact is, we can never predict where evil will strike, but we can always stop it with a self-defense firearm in the hands of a lawful, competent person. We've seen it time and time again. The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Instant responders are always better than first responders because instant responders can prevent tragedy that first responders can only clean up. Look, we built this nation with the spunk and the guts of our own citizens in our own local communities. It's time to do it again and give Americans' children every measure of the security that we can. First, colleges and universities should honor right to carry concealed carry permits. Let me be real clear about that. The NRA does not encourage firearms on a college campus or anywhere else, but we discourage prohibitions on a college campus that don't exist outside that campus. Any adult who has character and training for a right to carry permit doesn't lose those qualities by crossing the street. That's why everywhere right to carry is respected off campus, right to carry should be respected on campus. For elementary through high school, national policy should empower every local school to design its own security strategy. Think about the resources we have at our disposal. We've got veterans, police, former police, off-duty police, reserve officers, former FBI, Secret Service, and other people in the community who are certified proficient with firearms, including parents, teachers, and volunteers with right to carry permits. This country was built on volunteerism. Since our nation was born, our communities have come together to provide for the common good, from barn raisings to bucket brigades. It's time to do it again. Armed intruders at our schools will be met with armed resistance. We will protect our children. Yes, we can count on massive resistance from the elite of the elite, the media ruling class. But the same is true of right to carry, castle doctrine, worker protection, Armed Pilots, Eddie Eagle, and every other NRA initiative. And yet, in the face of the media ruling class, the most powerful communications machinery humankind has ever known, their lies are being increasingly caught and exposed, turned off, and trashed by Americans like the people in this room every single day. No matter how many billions of dollars worth of subtle spoon-feeding by the elite conceit, more and more Americans spit it back daily in their faces. Every public opinion poll in this country comes down on our side. More Americans agree with us than with them by overwhelming numbers. Name any researcher, Gallup, Roper, Zogby, Reuters. Year after year, more Americans say the NRA speaks for them than does the Democratic Party. They say the NRA speaks for them, more of them, than does the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, the U.S. Congress, or the New York Times. In other words, if you ask Americans who really gets it about our country, more Americans raise their hands for the NRA than for any other group. Ladies and gentlemen, though we face a perfect storm, I am more and more convinced in my 30 years on the job that the only true, genuine, undefeatable ruling class is represented in this room today, the members of this proud and mighty National Rifle Association of America, and I am proud to be one of you. Thank you very much.